It's Penthouse 7 here.
Hello.
Hello, everybody.
Good evening, good morning.
Yeah, from wherever you are in the world, thank you for joining us. As you know, we've taken a little bit of a break over the holidays. Welcome to our very first live stream of 2024. And tonight we're thrilled to have some guests join us. People, the key people from FASO, which is the Filipino American Symphony Orchestra, are here to join us. We're doing a collaboration for an event coming up in May 4th. So, Joni, you want to introduce everybody here?
So I am very proud to introduce some very distinguished members of FASO who have been so kind to flatter Penthouse 7 and invite us to collaborate with them. First of all, the fearless leader, Bob Schroeder, Robert Bob
Hey,
Schroeder.
Bob. Hey, Bob.
Yay!
Hello.
So he's the musical director and the
Good to be
conductor
here.
of FASO. And then we've got Louis Ramos, who is the president of FASO. And we have Gigi, who is the vice president of FASO. We just call her Gigi, it's easier. And then we've got Lily Canizares, who is the executive director of FASO. Everybody,
Welcome, guys. Welcome,
Thank
and
you.
thank you for
Thank you.
joining us.
Thanks for having us.
You're very
I feel
welcome.
you're bringing some culture to us
Yeah.
Hey
Yes.
Bob.
and to our
Bob,
followers.
how did you start? How did FASO start? You're all based in LA, right?
Yes. We started FASO in 2008. There's a few Filipinos in LA asking, how come we don't have like a Filipino symphony orchestra, local symphony orchestra driven by Filipinos or Filipino symphony orchestra? And then so there's a financial institution who supported us when we first started. So when we first started. There's only 9 musicians. Most of us former members of the Manila Symphony Orchestra, including myself, and members of the Manila Chamber Orchestra. So we started it, and then we were I don't know how we're going to put together a symphony orchestra. So we started our advertising to local universities, UCLA, USC, and Cal State, most of the Cal State universities in Southern California. In fact, it grew until up to us, Northern California. We got some members, we got some friends from Northern California who joined us during the
Yay,
annual
Northern
concert.
California.
Yes, your area. So we ended up having like from 9 members to 30 members to 45 members. And then finally, when we did our inaugural concert in May of 2009, we were able to put together a 60-piece symphony orchestra.
Wow.
Wow.
Yep. Yeah. So and since then we continue to provide music and culture to our mainstream and Filipino audience in Southern California, most of it. Yeah.
So would you like to show them a sample of some of your the collaborations you've had of note? So do you want me to you can intro a bit about this. I'll just present it and then
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, just to let you know that FASO's mission now is really advancing Filipino music in the US and beyond.
That was Apple tribute, right?
I'm quite excited. Yes. Yeah.
You're familiar with this bit of Apple, it's singing. Actually, it's funny. It's funny words, lyrics to a really classical symphony orchestra to do, and it's nice. It's unique.
And it was also an opportunity for Apple to perform with a full orchestra.
There's really nothing like a full orchestra behind you, huh?
yes.
Yeah.
It just brings up the level, a couple of notches.
Yeah.
And this
this particular piece incorporates a lot of the classical music.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's pause it there, Johnny, for a little bit. So that was one example of like last year we honored the music and the group of Apo Hiking Society for their 50th anniversary. Actually, they're supposed to be their concert was supposed to be 2 years ago, but COVID hit us, so it was delayed. But the good thing of the delay is that's perfect timing for their 50th anniversary. So we honor them and we give them an award that's outstanding, contribution to the Philippine music industry. And the year before that, we honored the music of Jose Marijan. And I guess this is the one coming up. Go ahead, Joni, and please play. Yeah,
Okay.
it's one of the songs we played. Yeah.
Mapapakanta talaga.
By the way, that's at the Walt Disney Concert Hall, which is one of the most prestigious halls, if not the most prestigious halls in Los Angeles.
Beautiful
Yeah.
sound. Beautiful.
Joe Marie came with his entire family too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't sing because after the pandemic, he felt like he hadn't practiced singing in a while, but he went up stage and received his award.
Bob, did you rearrange this for the orchestra?
No, no. One good thing is we were able to. We started collaborating with musical arrangers and orchestrators from the Philippines.
Nice.
So that's one way of us having, helping them also to be able
Well,
to
I
arrange
love
for
it.
us and to be able to make that arrangement catered or customized for FASO.
Beautiful.
I'm
Yeah,
trying
it's just a
to
different feel altogether.
I'm trying to control the volume so people can you know.
Also what's nice about these collaborations is that they don't end after the event. We continue to talk to these artists, and there are plans in the works to continue collaborating with Apo or Jo Marie. So it doesn't end here.
And yes,
Yeah.
and if people want to listen
And
to the
Penthouse
music
7.
and interrupted by our talking, yeah, they can always go to the FASO YouTube channel or
Yeah.
on our
And
fasomusic.org website, and they'll listen to the music by Jose
Yeah.
Marichan and the Abo Hiking Society.
And all of these, it's professionally recorded. It's available in Apple Music and Spotify, I believe. Yeah, you
Wow.
can download it.
Good for
Yes.
you.
I'll make
I
a
see
playlist.
I see a lot. There's a few people watching us. They're probably shy to comment. So I'm just telling them in the comments, go ahead and ask questions.
And welcome
Because
to all of you.
yeah, and
I saw somebody, Irene, say love FASO.
yeah,
So
she
Oh,
said
thank
it's
you.
so dreamy.
so
Thank you,
dreamy.
Irene.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Irene, you got to come to our event
yeah.
Yes.
from wherever you are.
But before they go to talk, we're gonna talk about that event. It's really exciting because you're gonna be surprised and you're going to be excited to see Mike and Pipo as well as Faso because there's gonna be a good collaboration. But before we do that and preempt it, let's talk about why you guys are doing the fundraiser.
Yeah, and before I do that, I think kinakabahan na si Mike and Pipo. They might think they will sing in the collaboration kasi all our previous collaborators were vocalists.
Lip
You'll
sync,
find out
lip
soon.
sync.
Yeah, just stay on.
Sing
You'll
in your
find out
lane.
what this collaboration is really going to be. Yeah, so I'm happy to share with you why we're doing this fundraiser. Yoni, do you want to
Yes.
share with
Yeah.
us the video?
Yeah. Okay. Here it is.
Yeah, one of the things that we do at FASO, so we're not just an orchestra that performs to the public. So we do have education and outreach program. We do this to advance the artistic excellence and for community empowerment. We offer classes and workshops mostly for children from grades 3 to 12. So it includes violin classes, vocal workshops, and songwriting workshops. And then the students have opportunities to perform in the community. Like in this picture, they were actually performing at that same Walt Disney Concert Hall where you saw the video earlier. And this really excites the students. It's very rare that people have an opportunity to perform in those kinds of venues. This picture shows a couple of workshops. Gigi, what is this one?
I think this is one of the songwriting workshops, which we try to do once a year. We try to do it more often. And as you know, songwriting is an art form, right? You can't really teach everything, but we try to teach structure and, the basics. And then after that, it's up to them, up to their imagination. We try to provide them with the inspiration and techniques on how to start a song. And then, it's up to them. And you can't teach a painter how to do every stroke. So same with songwriting, right? And then at the end, they can perform it.
Yeah. Our vocal, our most popular class is the vocal workshop. I think it's because Filipinos truly love to sing, and the teachers that we get are they're classically trained for our vocal workshops. They're classically trained in vocal performance, and even they themselves are well-known performers. This is one of in the picture. This is one of the programs we have. This is actually in the city of Carson. It's one of the so-called underserved communities. So we offer a lot of financial aid. A lot of the tuition is subsidized. And those that need instruments, we do provide instruments for free. So it's very accessible. The other thing that's very unique about our program is that we include cultural or world music as part of our programming. So, the kids learn to sing and to perform Filipino music, Filipino songs. And it helps them to learn about their identity. They learn about Filipino music culture. For the vocalists, they actually learn to sing in Tagalog. And especially for those that have children that were born and raised here in the U.S.,
That are
that is something
Filipino.
that we see a lot of kids looking for and yearning for.
So they're Filipino parents and with kids that were born here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. This
Everything
we
starts
pause here
if
for
you can plant that seed with the children. I mean, that's when you pique the interest, right? That could set them up for maybe a career in the future when you get them that early in life that they have a passion for it. So it's
yeah,
amazing.
absolutely.
And
There was a
important,
previous
can I ask,
picture.
is this is free, right? For these kids. This is free. That's why we are fundraising, correct?
Yeah, it's almost free. It's highly subsidized. Um, there was a picture earlier of one of the teachers was Didi Magno. So for those that are not familiar with Didi Magno, she's a Filipino American that was the lead in Miss Saigon on Broadway, and so we have a lot of young students that are aspiring to be Broadway singers. So we thought, oh, let's uh, let's get Didi Magno to do a workshop for these kids. And this was during the pandemic, so they had one-on-one sessions with her, and she was able to coach them. And a couple of them actually landed roles on Broadway.
Wow.
Um, there was this young boy who was cast as the Simba in Lion King.
Who
Yeah.
was
But
that?
then,
I
then
don't.
COVID hit,
Hmm.
and after 2 years, his voice had changed. So unfortunately, he missed his opportunity. Sayang.
Wow.
Hmm.
And talking about COVID, this picture here in the slide presentation, that shows Bob. It looks like How, what is this, Bob? This is something that, this is how you dealt with COVID to help these.
Yeah.
Can
Yeah,
you tell us?
during the hype of the pandemic, we did about three virtual concerts, and one of them. So Lou and I were talking about, so what would be a good concept next? So I said, why don't we engage some of the young musicians from the Philippines, some of the music students in the Philippines? So we did an audition. So online, everything is online. So we selected the piece, we sent them the piece, and then we make sure that they have the proper recording equipment so that the recording will be clean. It was not 100% because of some, there's a good microphone is not available, so we still need to do some editing. But we were able to achieve to engage a few, about 20 students from the Philippines, and we thought we just want to engage them just for a little things to do during the pandemic. We give them a little stipend, and the result, we were so touched because we started receiving email like, thank you so much for including me to your project. The money that you gave me helped me, buy my books for the semester, things like that. And that's
Yeah.
why we thought we should always continue to think about the people of the Philippines, the young musicians of the Philippines. And the other day, I just did a workshop. I'm in Manila right now, so we can show some pictures later on during the conversation. But this was one of the our virtual concerts with the young musicians from the Philippines. Go ahead, if you play, please. Yeah.
Yeah. So and the slide that we're showing now, those are those children. Am I correct?
Yes. Yes. Correct.
These are the people, the children that you gathered, and these are the people that you actually give stipends to, for little stipends for them to at least feel that they were rewarded for their participation. And this is all based in the Philippines, Bob. All of those
Yes.
people. Okay, yeah.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
um,
there's one that was based
Only,
in the
yeah,
US.
only one of our members decided to volunteer to join also. Yeah.
I see. And so,
Yeah.
I am I correct to assume that maybe because you have a video here that I can show, one of the a nice video that your group has, and it has people who are actually uh, performing, and I think maybe that anybody who's a parent that's aspiring to have their children learn music this way, they might end up like this, right? This
Yeah.
presentation. Um, this is one of Jose Maria. This is the whole symphonic
Yeah.
orchestra.
That's another virtual concerts that we did. Yeah.
So this is a virtual concert featuring
Yeah.
Jose Marie Chan's Big
Yeah.
Beautiful Fun.
And this, yeah, performing mostly FASO members with a couple of musicians from the Philippines, from Manila.
Yeah,
That's
you
it.
notice we incorporated kulintang. That's very
Yeah.
unusual to
Yeah, I
perform with the
noticed that.
symphony orchestra.
So the kulintang, I'm assuming, is based in the Philippines that you
No,
included. Oh no, you
No,
have
based in Los
kulintang.
Angeles. Yeah,
yeah.
She's Asuncion, or that's one of our members, FASO members. Yeah.
So you have a kulintang in FASO here
Yeah,
in the United States.
she's also a professional flutist and a Polynesian.
There you
Yeah,
see, she's playing the flute.
she's the one playing the flute there. Yeah.
Yeah, and this project's actually a collaboration because with people in the Philippines, because we are the one who got all the images and edited is from the Philippines.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Irene. She says excellent advocacy.
Eileen. Thank you so much.
Thank
Yeah,
you, Irene.
we
Thank you.
agree. We agree.
So can we just pause?
Yes.
So doing music, something like this, is sometimes taken for granted. In the Philippines, it's so normal to see this. But if you see something like this in the U.S., where they see the beautiful islands of the Philippines, this is a big deal. This is like people, or sometimes there are Filipinos who are married to non-Filipinos, and the first time they see how beautiful the Philippines is. So it's part of this is tourism, how we promote the Philippines also through music. So
Yeah.
this is one example, and we will continue to do something like this to continue to promote our country, the beauty of our country, not only the music, the culture, and the places in the Philippines.
Well,
Yeah.
you pick the right music because it matches perfectly
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
with the images.
And
Yeah.
my
We cannot
wife is
miss
one
it.
of those, Bob, that you're talking about.
Look at
She's not from the Philippines, but every time I get a chance to show her videos of beaches and countryside,
Yeah,
she says she's got her bags packed.
yep.
yeah. This is
Even to us, this is amazing because we haven't been to some of these beautiful
Oh yeah,
places.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I think it's a really good thing to continue to show something like this to the world. I mean,
Yeah,
like
Yeah.
we're now virtual, we can post all our concerts, in the internet. So this is all like worldwide can view it. So we can take advantage of that and for us to be able to promote our country even better.
absolutely. And talking about music and dance and art, I mean, that's really the universal language, right? Musicians cannot speak the same language, but they can play together. Dancers can
Exactly.
perform, they come from different parts of the world. They can't talk to each other, but when they hear the music
They
and
both
they figure out the choreography, they can dance and this without saying a word. So I think as a vehicle to show the world our country, music is the best vehicle.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
That's not my fault. It just stopped.
It was about to end. The big finish.
That's maybe the internet, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, if people want to watch this, you can watch this at the FASO Music channel, right? Or
Yeah.
fasomusic.org, the website. I have, when I watched this again, I haven't watched this in a while. I just, it brought me back to the time that we did this, and we did this in response to COVID. And it was just like everybody was at home and nobody, to produce something like this was in response to that. And
that
also,
was
like,
it.
I think, yeah, it was just, for me, I can still feel it, the impact of doing something, a project
Yeah.
like this, especially
Yeah.
at the time when, the statistics were coming out, like Filipinos were, Filipinas were the highest in terms of like hit in term, because the frontliners, right?
Yeah.
There was a high rate of deaths. And, when we did this was in the middle of fall, right? The first concert that we did, we decided, no, we just need to do something, right? This was in
Yeah.
response to that, something to lift up the spirit of Filipinos in the US.
I can
Yeah.
imagine during
Um,
COVID watching
my,
something like very
Bob,
emotional.
was that part of that the music from Philippine Airlines
Yeah.
song?
Yes, that was written by
Hawaii.
Jose Marichan.
Do you know?
That
Okay, a little bit.
Big beautiful country, and Love at 30,000 feet. Both
Love
written
at
by Jose
30,000
Marichan.
feet. A little bit of
Yes,
trivia. We
yeah,
actually
it was
danced to
Papa
that.
Marichan. Really?
Oh,
We
you
Oh,
danced
we
to this
danced to
time?
that song before it was released on Penthouse 7.
yeah, I
Love
wow,
at
very
30.
good.
remember.
Wow.
I remember, right?
Yeah, because Archie
Yeah,
was with Pal, and when
Yes.
they were doing the
Oh, yes,
promo,
yes, yes.
we danced to that song.
yeah. And that arrangement was very old. It was at least 35 years old. So I was able to get that arrangement. That was an old arrangement when I was with the
That was
Manila Chamber
nice.
Orchestra. And
Very
then
nice.
Louis just revised it and add more instruments to the arrangement because it was arranged for chamber music. So
Yeah, and let's
beautiful.
add your
Very
video
nice.
to it.
Very nice.
If you have the video where you're dancing, we can add it to the video.
Yeah.
Louis, we've lost
We
we've
lost
lost
all
more
that.
videos than we found.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, a lot of those
Yeah.
old videos got either lost or damaged. And on our channel, we have people every week asking any more videos. Do you have and
Yeah.
believe me, we're scouring the world for it. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
whatever we have, sometimes Sandy and Joni have to
So
work
together.
magic because they're so damaged. They were in
Can you
Betamax
recreate it? Do you still remember the steps? Can you recreate?
pa.
You
Kinda,
know,
kinda.
kinda. Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
because it was slow. Remember, Sandy? It was like a
Or
slow bossa. It was like a slow bossa nova. I remember.
or
Yeah.
we can provide you our music so you can start rehearsing it again, maybe.
It
Yeah.
didn't. I remember it because I don't know, Sandy, were you the one who choreographed? Because that was not choreographed definitely by any of the guys because it was slow, and I remember the steps was not a bossa nova beat. It was that beat, but it was a slow gliding dance. I remember.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
the boys are incapable of doing.
That can be another project.
Which brings us to why we're here today, because we're doing a collaboration with Mike and Pipo with
Yeah.
FASO. You
Do
wanna
you
tell
want
them
to?
about the event?
Yeah, and by the way, do you want to still share what you just did the past week to help the
Oh, you
Filipino?
haven't shown that yet.
Yeah, that's
No,
good. Let's do that one.
that
Well,
would be the last video slide share that I would send
Okay.
because Bob, this is just very short. Bob
Okay.
can talk over this.
Oh, this one. Yeah. So the other day, I went to the province. I went to Cavite. Cavite is the province where I grew up. My mother is from Cavite. So every now and then, every year, at least every time I visit, so I visit some of the young musicians and give them a little rehearsal or workshop, whatever I can help them. And sometimes I'll bring some used instruments to donate to the young musicians. So this is what I did the other day. It's just so amazing to be able to experience working this wonderful children, and they're very receptive. They're very excited to learn, and I keep telling them, don't underestimate because you're just rehearsing in a very, it's not really a rehearsal hall. It's more of like I don't know what it is, the garage or something. But that's where it's a little too hot and all that kind of stuff. But everyone started this way. But this is a good thing to know that you came from this type of environment learning music. So when you advance, it will just get better and better. You go to a better venue, better instrument, and all that. Just continue to learn because learning never stops. And I'm always excited to meet with these children every time I visit the Philippines.
And again, part
Wonderful.
of what you guys are doing, is because of those kids, right? And
Yes.
really educating. You're
Yeah,
we
we
are
continue.
Yeah.
Education is a big part of FASO, so we will continue to educate. The good thing right now is we not only in the U.S., so we can expand to the Philippines, so we also help them. Yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully
So
we can find some funding that we can use to help young musicians here in the Philippines.
And that's why when we got the letter, the invitation to
invitation.
join us, we only had one questions. How could we make ourselves available to participate? It's hard for us because we're all in different parts of the country, but People and I are here in California, so we talked right away. We said we have to be part of this. We have to be a part of this project because it's for the kids, right? It's an
Yes.
opportunity that they would otherwise not have, and it
Yeah.
doesn't take a lot. For a
Yeah.
lot of people to contribute a little, it goes a long way. So
Yeah.
we're flattered and honored that you asked us to join. And like I said, the only question we had is how can we make ourselves available.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we really appreciate that.
And Bob, I want to tell you a little story as well. I know Jilly was mentioning about how some of those kids, they don't see themselves having an opportunity and the impact that you have. Many years ago, I used to work with a um, jazz company, dance company here in California, Northern California, and the director did something that you guys did. She would go to the kind of underprivileged areas and do productions, and she would have professionals like those of us in the cast who are professionals volunteer our time. So we would come
Yeah.
in and perform with the little children, and years later we would get letters where like 3 or 4 out of the maybe 50 kids actually went to school for dance, majored in dance, and became professional dancers.
Yeah.
So you see that really you got to plant the seed early,
Yeah.
and that's I think the importance of what you're doing.
Yeah, and same thing happened to me before FASO. Before FASO, I was commissioned to conduct or put together a youth orchestra in Boyle Heights in Los Angeles. Boyle Heights, one of the underserved area, so it was funded by the Entertainment Industry Foundation to put together a youth orchestra, so to for the kids to take them away from the streets where there's a lot
Yeah.
of drug pushers and all that kind of stuff. So we were able to put that together, and I did it for 7 years, and then FASO. We started FASO, then I got this year. So some of the students continue to handle the Boyle Heights Youth Symphony, and a couple of my members from that orchestra is now members of FASO. One of them, Matthew, he's one of the teachers in our educational program.
Yeah.
So he started there. And
Yeah.
these are mostly Latino. So before I served the Filipino community, I served the Latino community first in the LA area. So that's really amazing. I find it really good to be able to experience that
Yeah.
from another culture. Yeah.
So if
And think
everybody,
about the lives you've changed, right?
Yeah.
so if everybody's free on May 4th,
May
you're going
4th.
to help. You're going to help change
Yeah.
lives. We are
Yes.
sending Pipo and Mike.
That's why we're so excited about this project, this collaboration. It's because you're the big band concept, and then Mike and I being able to dance to it, and not just on Spotify, but actually have the band dancing with the band together. It's exciting. We're working really the studio floor as much as possible to get ourselves to give a good show for everyone who goes on the 4th. So it's going to be exciting, and we'll give you our best.
I
And the
think we're-
pressure's on for us, right? Live band, live music.
and we're auctioning you off.
It's also a way to promote our own advocacy, which is mental health
Yes.
Yeah.
through dance, and because we've always felt, even when we put up this channel, that aside from the nostalgia that it evokes, it's really to show everyone that even at our age now, because when we say Penthouse 7, the modern group, this is not modern anymore. Modern group when we were in our 20s. We're now actually the Latin group. So,
You were-
Do you have followers in LA? Do you have many followers?
We
in-
do, and we actually we are challenging our LA followers because they've been asking us on our YouTube channel, when can we watch you guys perform live? When can you get together? It's always been difficult because, like I said, we're in different parts of the world. But Penthouse 7 followers in LA, now's your chance. We will be there live and in person on May 4th.
Four.
That's a Saturday.
It's a Saturday. You can there's a code up there where you can get more information. Please
Yeah.
come join us, support this fantastic cause, and say hello to us.
And there's a chance to perform with you too, right, on the dance floor.
Yeah, this is the first time we've ever done it, and we thought about it. We jumped in both feet, and then we got nervous. But I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It's an opportunity that I think it's fun for us. It's hopefully will be fun for the followers. It's a way to raise money for a great cause, and do something we love, which is dance.
And I think, Julie, you can explain the mechanics of how this is going to happen. How are we going to auction off these two for limited number?
The highest bidder.
Limited number.
So and we are. I think if you scan the QR code, it will also lead you to the page, right? And it says by the purchase tickets, and there's a page for auction, and then you'll see like there's a dance with and an exclusive one-on-one lesson with both Mike and Pipo, and it'll be and for me, the magic of this one is that I'm already seeing in the collaboration with Faso. It's like the collaboration of like how the music is sounding different. You just in the I see like how you're conversing with Bob, and how you want to change the music so that it accommodates like the timing of it. It makes it more lively, and that's what I'm really looking forward to, because it's breathing in a different kind of style to
Yeah,
the
the
way
Yeah.
dynamic.
Faso
Excellent.
does music.
And that's the thing that a lot of people may not understand. And Bob is the maestro, so he can explain it more. Dancers count music so differently than musicians, right? We're listening to the
Yes.
same music, but we're coming at it from two different areas. So the collaboration is going to be thrilling,
Yeah.
exciting for us.
And just to explain that briefly, dancers think about or how they pattern, how they use the melody is by the length of the pattern of the melody. Let's say a melody is an eight measure. So they'll say eight. So we do two eights and another two eights for the second melody, right? So that means after that eight, that's the time they will change their dance pattern. As musicians, so we do it like if it's 4/4, we do it 4/4. We play it as the same thing. We play it like the melodic line, but we don't think it that way. It's that because we don't change pattern, we play the same melody. We change expression every time we repeat, but dancers think it the same, think it a little bit differently. That's why in music we count 1, 2, 3, 4. Dancers typically count 5, 6, 7, 8. That's
An eight
they
count.
start
As
their
made as
pupils.
made famous in the Broadway play, a chorus line, right? That's when it
Correct,
became really
correct,
famous.
correct. So the
There's a
beginning
hello
is
and
the last four beats. That's why 5, 6, 7, 8. Then you go to the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how. Yeah. And I learned that now. We just talk more about it. And that's right because I've been hearing how come. And I think I initially asked the question: how come dancers start with 8 instead of 4? And that's how it is. So it's
Yeah.
very exciting to learn.
And that's why I think people and I were talking. We got to really be on our toes to make sure that we're we're paying attention as well, right? Because with when it's recorded music, we know exactly the music, how it's going to
Yeah.
be. It's just as it's written. It's just as it's taped. But live, it's the added excitement of anything can happen is
Yeah.
hopefully raise our level.
Yeah,
And
we
same
had a
challenge, to us musicians because we have to stick on your preferred tempo. You have
Yeah,
to stick to that, not faster, not slower. So that's really, and that's a fun part of performing with live music and all that because that it's all about the heartbeat,
that's
right.
right.
right?
We
And
want
because
to thank Agnes for commenting. Yes, it's an exciting collaboration, Agnes. Thank you.
and even
Thank you,
even if you
Agnes.
go into the uh, minutiae of the dance itself, it's always 5, 6, 7, 8. Sometimes it becomes N5, N6, N7, and 8. Then
Occupations.
you get the
Yeah,
syncopation. It becomes really really exciting.
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you want to mention what songs we're going to do or surprise them?
no,
I'll
I think we should
definitely
just we should
go
just
ahead.
say that before we auction you off to the highest bidder, you are
We say
actually
our prayers first.
you're actually gonna perform, right?
Yes.
We get to watch you
Wow.
perform a cha-cha. We won't mention
Yeah.
the song. And what was the other one?
We're doing
Modern number.
more modern
Modern
song,
Yeah,
Earth,
right,
Wind, and Fire. So
right. And then
Yeah,
there will be a bidding, right? So we actually have an MC who's really good at
Yeah,
doing the
Joseph.
live auction, right? And we'll put people on the spot. But anyway, whoever wins the auction will go backstage with Mike and Pipo. We'll give you about 45 minutes while the orchestra keeps playing. You're gonna be backstage. You will learn directly from Mike and Pipo, and then you're gonna come out back on stage or on the dance floor, and you will perform for everyone.
Hey,
So
is this the
such
first
a
one?
exciting, once in a
yeah,
lifetime
it's
opportunity.
going to be
Yeah.
it's going to be a lot of fun. We are so excited about that part of it.
So
yeah.
whose friend is Miriam Nebres?
I think
She's
Mike
Miriam
is
Nebres.
This is a
UPSC.
UP group that I'm actually on Sunday, day after tomorrow. I'm doing something with the UP
Ah,
SE.
yeah.
that's a
Yeah,
School
the
of
Oh,
Economics, right?
University of the Philippines School of
Yes.
Yep, that's my
Economics.
alma
Yes,
mater.
our
Yeah.
friends from LA, the group from LA. Yes, hello
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah,
Miriam,
We're
Very,
in
thank
the
very
you.
we're in the
supportive
event.
of us
Yeah,
both too.
and,
Yeah.
and we have to thank Miriam because after the last collaboration with the group with Mike, you really helped us reach over how many, over one several thousands.
And
Yeah, and
So you
last
were
night,
really, really good at supporting Penthouse 7. Thank you, Miriam, and the UP group that you have. That I guess you're going to meet again with Mike.
yeah, last night I forwarded the link for this live stream to them, and they said they were going to
Yeah,
pass it on. So thank you so much.
yeah,
Eileen is the one who put that or sent that out there. But Gigi, I wanted to mention something. You mentioned as well that we're doing a Latin cha-cha number. Um, like people said earlier, in back in the 70s, we were considered the modern group. So we did the hustle, we did the funky stuff, popping,
There you go.
locking, and that we had a Latin group, which to us were the
Titas and
maestros
titas.
of
Yes.
Latin dancing. So people and I purposely we've been choreographing this number for the past 3 weeks. We're trying to pay homage to the roots of Penthouse 7. So we're choreographing it the way we think Joni's father, Chito Feliciano, Boying Geronimo,
Yeah.
and Archie Lacson would have done it. So
Yeah, we've
Mhm.
been
it's
pushing
we've
ourselves.
incorporated a little bit of our modern style because we have to be true to
Wow.
ourselves,
Hmm.
but we're really trying to tap touch all the right spots to pay tribute to our heroes, who actually gave us
Yeah.
that opportunity.
I wish we had a video to show, Joni, but I know this is your channel. You probably thought, oh, people have seen it, but maybe some
You
people
know,
haven't
Well, this
seen
is a brand new choreography, so
yeah,
it's not even finished yet.
I'm
it. Okay.
suspecting by what Mike is saying, it's really a surprise, and I think it will be touching because I'm suspecting that they're going to really do a lot of percussive
Mhm.
marking, the steps moves, because nobody does that anymore. And that group of my father, they listened to all the percussion instruments, and
Mhm.
they were challenged by the syncopation, and that's
yeah.
like all the steps that they did during the time. I was a young girl and I saw it because when you're young and you see every time their feet moved, it was always to the beat. And wow, if Mike and people are going to do that, that's something. That's
Well, we're
really
trying.
something.
We're
We're
trying,
trying.
and that's why I was talking to Bob a few weeks ago about, are you going to, when you're arranging it, are you going to have the percussion there and the congas and the timbales?
Yeah.
Because that's what we're kind of looking for in the music or we're hearing. And I just thought of something though. We were considered the modern group, and the Latin group were the older guys, right? You and I are older
Then they
than
were,
the Latin group was when they were doing the old stuff.
When the show was running, yep,
yeah,
They were probably in
Yeah,
their what, in their 40s,
yeah,
40s.
yeah,
and
yeah.
we're
Say
we're
again,
40s. Yeah.
Mike, tell me
And you
again
know,
how many solar eclipses you've been in your life.
people.
You've had in your life.
This was my third. This was my third full solar eclipse.
Take the 20. Take the
I saw two in,
20.
two in Manila and then one the other day, which was not even full
Yeah.
here.
But
but
that's
props
interesting
to
how we
you that
thought they were so
you keep
old, right?
dancing, right? And you're
Yeah,
an
I think it's because of the
inspiration
dance.
to,
I
yeah,
think
you're
it's
really an
dancing.
inspiration to your generation because you're dancing. You're
Yeah,
still
I
doing
think
what
the
you
dance has
love.
kept our hearts beating properly in sync.
And that's actually one of, like people said, our advocacies is we're really trying to show people that it doesn't matter if you're in your 50s, 60s, 70s, if you can dance, and you don't have to dance to perform, but just get up and move. And that's why on our channel, we're constantly putting out workouts or challenges, little 4 sets of 8, Bob, 4 8s, four
Four
sets,
eights.
4 sets of 8 choreography that people can copy. If they want to send us the videos so we can post it, they do. If they don't want to and they're not comfortable, that's fine. As long as they're getting up and doing it in the
Mhm.
privacy of their home, they're still doing something. A funny story, there's a lady at my church who almost every week will come up to me and say, I just did your workout. Thank you.
Wow.
She religious. Her name's Annie. I won't mention her last name, but Annie, if she's watching, she knows she does our workout all the time. So that to me, we feel like we're at least doing something, and you don't have to be young and active to do it. Everybody can do it, and everybody should do it. It's more important now than it was then for us to get
Mhm.
people to move.
Mhm.
And we
Yeah.
have scientific
So
evidence.
Louis, so Louis, we should practice our moves now.
No, you were really,
Yeah,
you
when are
know,
you coming back?
you
Hey,
know,
Gigi, you didn't
I'll be
tell
there next week.
Louie and Bob that there's something that we're doing with them?
No,
no,
no, that was supposed to be a secret.
Okay.
no,
Please,
Bring
please,
your
please
dancing
send,
shoes.
don't put
tapos,
us on the spot. Please
tapos
send us some
Gigi,
tutorial videos.
si Gigi is also a dancer,
So we
may
can
mga
just
lift pa, di ba Gigi?
you know,
Oh,
the
Gigi is that with
steps.
Mike and
Just like, okay, step, quick step.
Yeah,
I did some video lessons before. Yeah.
you got it, Bob. You're ready to go.
Bob can dance.
We'll
He
try.
can
We'll give it a
dance.
try.
I've seen
It's
him
And
fun.
dance.
Pipo and I can play a triangle.
Yeah.
You know, it's been proven scientifically that the what do you call it, Mike?
Hypothalamus.
Yeah,
Hippocampus
hypothalamus.
something like that.
happens.
Actually,
It regenerates after dancing, and
yeah.
we did something 2 years ago when we just got together. Remember we did. We have to show that again, where dancing makes you healthier brain wise,
Correct.
gives
Yeah.
you brain health, and
Dancing is even better than exercise.
yeah,
It's
Yeah.
more there are more benefits to dancing than there are to running and walking and going to the
yeah,
gym. And the reason for that is the just the dancing is more cardio, right? You get in physical shape. But dancing, you have to memorize choreography, memorize phrasing, memorize the music. So it's making your mind work as well, just like music, right? They
yeah,
say that certain composers, Beethoven or whatever, they stimulate the brain because
yeah.
Yeah.
it taps into that. So
Right,
Yep.
it's a
right.
more holistic health
Yeah.
Yeah.
remedy.
So my dad is
Yeah.
85. He's going to be on the dance floor.
Who is?
Good.
My dad is 85 years old. He will be on the dance floor on May 4th.
That's
Nice.
great.
Good for him. Good for him.
That's
You know,
great.
my dad was he had a stroke, and he was in his 90s, but we
Mm.
would still throw their anniversary with his walker. He would
Wow.
get up and dance with his walker. I
Oh,
mean, he couldn't move his feet because of the stroke, but just that, that was my way of motivating him to get up and do stuff
Hmm.
because he
Mike,
was a
Yeah.
very good dancer as well.
yeah, Mike's dad was a fantastic sports person, and I think that's where Mike got it. And he used to dance tap with my father. They used to dance tap, and they were both musicians. They were both,
Mm.
because I used to watch them, Bob, with the executive band.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think Sandy's dad was also there. I saw Sandy's dad once in a while,
My
and her
uncle, my uncle Lenny.
Lenny Ontiveros, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Hmm.
so Mike's dad was really a good dancer, tap
But
dancer as
I'll
well.
tell you, Bob, you might appreciate this. My dad was a very good tap dancer, not a
Oh.
very good teacher, but I'll tell you, I thank him to this day for it because he never broke down steps for me. I would wait for him to get home from the office. He'd come home, put his bag down, and he would just show me a few steps. He'll do it
Yeah.
2, 3 times, and he'll say, "Figure it out. If you figure it out by tomorrow, I'll teach you another step." He never broke it down for me. So
Hmm.
now, when I joined the San Francisco dance company here, they were surprised because we were doing jazz and ballet, which I had never really done. But because of what my father taught me how to just watch it and digest it and do it, I was able to copy it. Not the real way, but you could do it. So I thank him
And
to this day.
Mm.
The way of
and
memorizing choreography is just from him.
yeah. And thank for the influence of media. During our growing up. Our television system. There's Penthouse, and I remember the three most popular. I don't know if they're the best popular tap dancers during when I was growing up was Mr.
Bayani.
Romy Brion, Bayani
Leon
Casimiro,
Casimiro.
and Benny Mac. Benny
Oh
Mac,
my God.
yeah, those three, and they're always guesting like Dolphy show, and yeah, Romy Brion. I will never forget. No, Romy Brion, Bayani Casimiro, and Benny Mac. Yeah,
And one of my dreams came true. I performed the tap dance with the Bayani.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was able to
But
do that
you know,
before he passed.
yeah, because of the influence of television, they should do more of that, like on a professional level. Para
Yeah.
yung exposure ng tao, especially, di ba, mga younger generation, alam nila yung
Yeah.
roots, kung gaano ka-talented ang mga Filipinos na, yung
Yeah.
standard dances, yung traditional dances, I would say.
Bayani was even guest all the way back at dance time with Chito.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when I moved to LA, I fell in love with Latin music, specifically Cuban music. So I reached out
Yes.
to some local musicians in LA, a couple of flutists, because they have this charanga where there's a flute, string,
Yes.
ta-tang. So I attended workshop and all that, and I was so amazing with their rhythm, with their syncopation and subdivision
Yes.
of the rhythm. And then I attended some workshop with Latin percussionists. And I learned also that in cha-cha-cha, if you're a bass player, you play the downbeat, the percussionist will kill you because the downbeat is a percussion tone, not from the bass. Okay, so
Yeah.
that's why they play the bass. Tong 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 tong. Walang downbeat ang bass, tong tong. And the
Mm.
downbeat is from the percussion. So learning all that's like, oh my God, like their culture, their dance is so beautiful. And I
And they
learned how to
take it
play
so
first
seriously,
charanga.
right, Bob?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes. And he
That's
said,
even the
don't
cha-cha.
count. He said, don't count too much. Feel the music. Don't count too
Yes.
much. Feel the
Yeah.
music.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, way of
once you
life.
get the rhythm, it'll be there. Yeah. And that's where also I learned that Filipinos, we call cha-cha, right?
Yeah.
What cha-cha? You don't call it cha-cha. It's cha-cha-cha.
Cha-cha-cha.
Because step,
Yeah.
step, cha-cha-cha.
Cha-cha-cha.
Step, step, cha-cha-cha. That's where it got
See, he can
originated.
dance, eh. He can
Yeah,
dance.
and
He
they
can
said,
dance.
and during the time in Cuba, there's a studio on the second floor, and there's another club on the main floor. And then when they're on break time, they will hear on the floor, boom, 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 boom. So they would know that the music is playing cha-cha-cha because
Yeah.
Of the downbeat.
boom, boom, boom. Yeah. So I think their culture,
Mm.
in relation with our culture with music and that, I fell in love with how they do and how they love and they practice their cultural music
It's
and
a way of
dance.
life. Every street corner, they're doing it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Even during summer in LA summer concert, you always see a Cuban band and people were just dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so much fun.
And you can tell the real cha-cha. Although we all agreed to be diplomatic and we don't say ours is the right one, but we all grew up with that.
The
The
Yeah,
cha-cha is on the
downbeat.
downbeat.
Yeah.
You
yeah,
cannot
Yeah.
do it any other way, but other people just do it. So
yeah.
we mark it on the downbeat. It's part of all of us in Penthouse 7 and in the original Dance Time with Chito. That's how we grew up through the
Yep.
downbeat. That's the right one. So I'm surprised you really know. So that means, Bob, you can dance with, you can also be auctioned off.
That's why Bob is the maestro.
We'll include
I,
Bob's name in the auction.
I learned the music part of it. Don't include me in the auction.
People, they might outbid us for Bob.
Oh, that's for
I
sure.
might-
That's my intention
might-
to bring it
I,
up.
I can
I
assure
might-
you, you
you know,
can be biddable, Bob. I know.
don't include me. I might practice harder.
Yeah.
But
Dapat
going
ano,
back to
Bob,
that auction,
Just
guys,
kidding.
the people who are watching us, please, it's going to be a really fun event.
Yes.
It's all for fun and it's all for
Yeah.
a great cause. Just come in and support FASO and Penthouse 7, and I think it's going to be a great, great event.
That's true.
Yes.
yeah.
No,
So
I mean, how can you go wrong with music and dance, right? I mean, you can't go wrong.
Yeah, you can't go wrong, right?
And we have
Yeah.
food too. There's
yeah,
food.
Of
There you
course.
go.
so just give us an idea how is this going to happen. So it starts at 6 p.m. Correct? And
Mhm.
then this is in what's the
Where is
hotel?
this happening? Where is
Yeah,
this
the
happening?
hotel.
Chili.
It's going to be at the DoubleTree Hilton in Norwalk.
So
Okay,
it's
that's
going to be
in
in
between. It's going to be in between LA and Orange County.
Orange County. So it's right in the middle. So if you don't
It's
know
in
where
the middle.
Norwalk is, it's right beside Cerritos. Everybody
Mhm.
knows where Cerritos is. So because especially a
If
lot of
not,
people,
Google it.
yeah. So
If
it's right
not,
in
Google
the
it and come join us.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not hard to go to if you're from LA, if you're from San Diego, if you're from Orange County, especially. So and then after that, so 6 p.m. Doors open, and then I guess you guys have. A, is it just straight in, and then everybody gets seated? You have a reception.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Okay.
There's
dinner.
is the QR code on the upper right hand side
Yes.
Yes,
containing
Yes.
all the
That's right.
information? Okay, so they can take that QR code for all the information they need.
Yeah. So the
Yeah.
QR code will bring you there, and then on the lower right of the screen, you're going to see the information, 6 p.m. Saturday, May 4th, 2024. And the title of this event is Ballroom Blitz,
Mhm.
And we
featuring,
really want to challenge our Penthouse 7 followers in Southern California to please support this event and please come introduce yourselves to people and myself. Maybe we can take a picture and post it on our channel.
yes,
You know, we really want to encourage. It's a really, really, really great. It's going to be a
Cause.
great event, and the cause is the most important thing. We're
yes.
actually going to be changing people's lives for a few dollars that you're spending instead of buying a Starbucks coffee. You know, you donate it here.
Jay.
Joni, ikaw. Joni might be there. So maybe, yeah, auction Joni
Yeah,
out
get
too.
ready to join the
Okay.
Jay
auction pool.
Ortega. Jay
Let,
Ortega said,
let,
Jay,
"It'll be nice-
Jay, come
it'll
on,
be
Jay.
nice- Yeah, it would be nice if we can also
Jay will bid
join
on
hands with
Joni.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Johnny, join the auction pool.
Be
Jay,
prepared for La Bamba. Johnny will dance La Bamba with you.
ay,
yeah,
nako.
Jay Ortega is one of our avid supporters. So thank you,
There you
Jay, for
go.
joining. Yeah.
Yes, it
Yes,
is live.
yes,
Monita.
it is,
Monina, it's
Monina.
live.
By the way, Jay, I will see.
Jay, that's a yes. That's a yes.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Oh, Jay won't be
Joni,
there.
you represent the
No, no,
No,
girls.
Jay's gonna be there.
Jay said, I am ready."
Look, Miriam said, Mike,
Okay,
you
who
guys
is
can.
this guy? Yeah,
that's
you can
true.
dance with them, teach them a few funky
That's true.
moves.
Oh,
As
there.
long
Who's
as you're
this?
donating for a good cause, we're there. You know, that's the other thing too, right? Gigi, there's going to be the auction to perform with us, but throughout the evening, if people want to bid and donate to dance with us, I mean, we're happy to
Yeah.
do that for you.
Yeah.
As long as we're still standing. That's the
Okay.
only caveat. Remember, we're getting up there, so we may need a little bit of a break in between a couple of numbers. But if you want to dance impromptu with us, that's part of the gig. We're
I
going to
So,
don't think this will be streamed live, no, but
so
you'll
you
take
know what?
videos of the show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Belle, there's a reason why I really thought I would not be in town, but I said that if I was there, I would take care of the two boys. They're like my brothers. So if I'm here, I will live stream it with my phone. It will be on the Penthouse 7 channel or the Penthouse. I will live stream it, but using my phone if I can do that. So I may even live stream the rehearsals of Pipo and Mike. We'll see. But if not, you're gonna get a lot of behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Okay, Belle?
and
Is this
Yeah,
Gigi,
and
I
they
have a
can watch
question
they can watch the performance on on our channel after the event.
afterwards.
Yeah.
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 Gigi, quick question: if somebody's in another part of the state and they want to support FASO's cause, can
Mhm.
through that QR code they can donate as well, right?
Yeah, it
Yes.
goes
Donate
with
well.
Yeah.
here's
So
the
even if you're not going to be in California and can't join us in person,
Mhm.
please, support
Yeah,
us.
we have very
Both
here's
clear.
both
what comes out.
Yeah,
Here's what comes out. Wait, hang on.
Yeah.
In the QR
yeah,
code, there are several options. So you
yeah,
can
yeah.
donate, you can join the silent auction, purchase tickets, sponsor.
So for people who miss this live stream, this is being recorded, right? We can share it at a later
Yes.
time,
yes,
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
so
it'll
they
be
can
showing
they
this
can watch
Yeah,
it
Friday.
again. Okay, that'd be
we'll
nice.
release
Yeah.
it on Sunday here in Manila.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It comes out on Sunday.
And
And that will be
Joni,
in
is there
our
a
live
way
stream.
we can give it to Bob and they can post it on their thing
Yeah,
too?
actually,
Yeah.
as soon as we clean up the version for posting public, we will give them their own copy.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
But You
Jay,
guys, this is just very exciting experience. This is first experience for us to be able to work with you guys and for live dancers, and this is truly a very exciting event and experience. And thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for
Thank you for
understanding and
inviting us.
believing on what we do. And this is all for our arts community and to help everybody.
Trust, I think we can, I can speak for all of us. We're flattered that you considered us a couple of old hoofers to join you, but it's a really great cause, and both organizations have good, the advocacies are great. So I think
It's just a perfect mix. Yeah.
it's a perfect mix, and guess what? It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
It's
I
gonna
think
be fun. That's the thing. It's
I,
gonna be fun. Great music, great dancing.
yeah,
I'm
and
I'm a strong believer of season is always good.
Okay.
and it's a pity because FASO is going to do this using a how many piece band for
We're
to
20 piece. Yeah.
okay 20 piece to evoke the swing big band sound. So you can imagine the energy from the dance music that FASO is
It's
going
yeah.
to
It,
put out
it's
there.
just to clarify that, Johnny, it's not really a band. It's a 20 piece, like it's a big band
A
configuration,
big
just
band, yes,
like a big
yeah,
band music of the 30s, 40s configuration. But
yeah.
we are also playing the music of the 70s, 80s, not only the traditional old big band music. So
70s,
we'll be
80s, that's
playing.
our sweet
Yeah,
spot.
we'll be playing some. Yeah, we'll be playing some hustle. We'll be playing some Earth, Wind and Fire music. Some
There you go.
swing. What do you call
Gigi's
the
getting
new?
ready for that hustle,
Yeah,
Gigi.
yeah.
Okay.
Belle, Belle, thank you so much. And I hope you saw the beginning part of this live stream because you will be touched on where the money is going to go. It's going to go to a lot of aspiring young musicians that don't have the funds and the means to actually learn music.
And pursue
So,
their
yeah,
dreams.
so thank you, Belle. Thank you so much.
Yes,
Thank you,
thank you
Val.
from the bottom of our hearts. And Gigi and Jilly really want people to auction to join the auction because we threatened them that if nobody bids for dancing with people and me, Gigi and
That's
Jilly will
We'll
be
pressure.
dance
forced
with
to
them.
dance with us.
Yep, yep, yep.
Molina, wherever you are, you have to join and bid for
Sige
people.
na.
Yes, join us,
You have to
Molina.
be
Pipo,
there.
remember Rayan's famous saying? Sige na.
Also, yeah, I think it's limited because these two can only dance with so many partners, right? Unless whatever. So I think
As
even
long as
more,
we have rest in between, we just, can sit down, have a drink of water.
they'll
Um,
be they'll be
we
wearing a necklace of tickets.
Yeah, that's the 40s and 50s, all around.
Yeah.
dance marathon, right?
Yeah.
Hi, oh Manina, you're near Mike and People.
Monina, come on,
Northern
let's
California.
go.
You're near Mike and People. So Mike and People live in Northern California and they're going to fly here or no,
We'll
they're
see you
traveling here.
we'll see you at the Ballroom Blitz
Yeah.
at Double
Yes.
Tree, Hilton,
And
Normal.
you and the people from the UP group that I work with on Sunday we're actually doing a cha-cha routine. So it's going to be
Right.
fun. We'll videotape it and post it on our channel as well.
So that's Miriam, the
On the
one who's
downbeat.
yeah. So Miriam, whatever cha-cha you guys are going to do with Mike, you can all go and bring it to the event.
Hopefully Miriam will be at that event. I know Eileen told me they're like 20 people, 15 to 20 people have already committed.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a lot of fun as well on Sunday.
Great. That's great. We always have support from Miriam and her group. Anyway, so anything else, guys, that we have left? We have to make sure that. Oh, Miriam says she lives in Los Angeles.
There you go.
Perfect.
Yeah, see.
So we'll see you
Hopefully,
on the
the
4th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see you on the dance floor.
And Monina, to donate, you can see the information. Go to, so it's a lot of people make the mistake. They go faso.org. It's fasomusic.org. And there are, Julie, there's a lot of ways to donate there, right?
Yes. Yeah, but also if they just scan the QR code, it will bring them to the donation page too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Monina, it's better if you come here and join Mike and people in that and then
Yeah.
auction.
Come say hello. Come say hello. We'll take a picture and we'll post it on our channel.
Oh, look, Monina is one of our followers.
There you
Yes.
go.
And we love our fans too. Thank you, Monina. Thank you for your support. So, guys, anything else that we have left unturned for this event?
Nothing, but I just we're excited. We're tomorrow. People and I are doing a 3 hour rehearsal.
Wow.
Wow.
The pressure's on.
We want to make sure. We
Please
want to
don't
make
break
sure
a
our
leg.
resistance. Yeah, we want to make sure resistance is ready for the fourth.
And that's
Yeah,
why,
it's double purpose. We're gonna try to finish the choreography and see if we can dance for
Yeah,
3 hours.
if we
Yeah.
can dance for 3 hours.
and that's why Bob was very gracious in being open because he's such a creative and talented artist that when Mike and people wanted to see if the percussion can be added to mark the steps, Bob was very gracious to say, of course, anything for a better performance.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
I sent the music and the video to our rhythm section to make sure that these two numbers are special. There will be live dancers. There'll be dancers. We need to stick to their group. This is what their preferred tempo and all that. So that way, they take it in their system. So when we start our rehearsal, it'll be there.
Yeah. So Monina's asking, where are you, Mike and people?
East
They're
Bay.
in,
San Francisco Bay Area. We're both
yeah,
from the Bay Area, East
yeah.
Bay specifically.
Yeah, but you have to go to the event to really see them, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
So I guess you guys, on that note, we'd like to say thank you to FASO for considering Penthouse 7 as a collaborator for something that is unique. And thank you for recognizing Penthouse 7. And I think the guys can say something as well.
Yeah, let me just start off by saying, no, I personally am very excited about this collaboration, this project. It's been a long time since we've danced. In fact, I only danced once to a live band, and that was long ago. And I'm looking forward to this. And Mike's choreography is really nice. I'm telling you now. You'll just
Wow.
Hopefully, I mean, we're trying. Like I said earlier, we're trying to to honor the people that inspired us to be dancers. It's
Yeah.
I think like with
What?
music and dance, it's always passing it on, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's passing it on. You have to pass it on. It was passed on to us, and it's being passed on to the next generation. And somebody asked me if there's any more new steps, and I don't think there's any new steps. It's variations of steps that have been handed down.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
none of us are geniuses that we invent steps. It's just generationally, you're taking what somebody showed you and you're improving on it, making it yours, pass it on to the next guy. They take it and they run with it and pass it on. That's the important thing, is that none of us own the steps, none of us own the
Yeah.
notes, right?
Yeah.
It's just a vehicle that we're passing on for the next generation. And
Right.
it's fun, right?
Yeah, how we
Yeah.
work the notes or how we work the steps makes it unique, right? I mean, how many notes? There's 7 notes. I mean, however you arrange it will make it a different song every time. Same thing with
And
that. There are only 8 counts.
yeah.
How many times you change the 8 counts, and that's it. You come up with a whole new dance. And this one, I think, this Latin number we're looking at, it's gonna be
And
nice.
yeah, and especially to all our supporters also. These are what you will experience are, dancers. These people are seasoned and dedicated dancers. That's why they do it up to now, and you cannot go wrong. And it's just exciting just thinking about, what to see, and and seeing them even like when I was in high school and college, and it's very exciting to see them again live on the dance floor. And we really thank you, the Penthouse 7 team, the FASO team, and to all our supporters. Please continue to support us because this is really for a good cause. And you know what we do, you know who we are, and Thank you so much. Please continue to support us.
Yeah, again, we just go back to, thanking you guys for allowing us to be part of this. And for the people watching, just remember you'll have a small hand in changing people's lives. That's the thing. I mean, if you can't do anything in the world, at least do something to help somebody else.
And have fun doing it.
And have fun doing it.
Yes.
That's what it's all about. That's what life is.
So, anything else before we say goodbye, everybody? So just remember, look at the Q code. It will say everything, or go to fasomusic.org, or you can even go to penthouse7.com, because in penthouse7.com we have the display of that poster of the event, and we also have a huge Q code in the front of our homepage for the event. So
To all of you who joined us tonight, we hope to all you viewers who joined us tonight, we hope to see you there as well.
Yes.
Of course.
So are we ready to say goodbye to everybody? We're gonna say goodbye.
Por supuesto.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And don't forget that aside from FASO, Penthouse 7 also needs your support for our channel to keep our channel going. I mean, we've been doing this since the pandemic. This is our third year on the channel. We have quite a few viewers, but we also need your support to keep the
support as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That'll allow us to continue doing what we're doing.
And this is our way of paying it forward to younger generation or to the older generation that need a little bit of a push to get healthy and fit.
And while we're here, I just wanted to say that at some point, we are actually going to do some lessons from our website, and I'm putting that together. We will make an announcement, and that's something because we just have to share what we all learned, we all learned growing up, and we just like FASO. That's why we feel the same kind of passion to share. Kids, everybody's hungry for that kind of knowledge. It's fun knowledge, music and dancing.
And so,
maybe hopefully in the near future, more of us can join FASO in another big event.
Yeah.
Please do, Sandy.
Yeah.
Is the Buy Me a Coffee going to be on the thing too, Penthouse guys?
Yeah. So and before we even just we have to tell them what the Buy Me a Coffee is, because sometimes people think we're asking them to buy us a coffee in Starbucks.
Not in Starbucks.
No. It's just a way for you guys. Like Joni said, we have big plans for the channel, showing people. We're going to do instructionals, but in order for us to do that, we need some support, and it's
a support platform.
It's a way of supporting us in a small way, but it's going to go a long way as well.
So it's a link to buy us a coffee.
Quote unquote.
Yeah,
it's there in the channel.
Explains it.
Yeah.
So guys,
so thank you guys. Thank you, FASO.
FASO, thank you. We'll see you in a couple
Hope
of
to meet you in person one day.
We will see you soon.
Bob
And
travels back home.
Yeah.
Take care of Mike and Pipo, huh? Hydrate them.
We will. Yeah.
Feed them.
See you guys on the double
We'll get them some electrolyte water.
That's going to be important. And like we always end our Penthouse 7 things, we always want to say, we'll see you all on the dance floor. Come join us.
Dance floor.
Okay, bye everybody.
Heaven must be missing an angel, missing one angel child, 'cause you're here with me right now. Your love is heavenly, baby, heavenly to me, baby. Your kiss filled in this. I want all